Welcome to the Nightside. This channel is going to be geared towards podcasts, experience stories, I guess more of the left-hand path material, so forth and so on. I was on the line about how I should start this channel, who I should cover first. And I feel that the best one to cover would actually be someone by the name of NaaMah. Now, she's not the most popular one within many occult circles, though she is worked with heavily by individual practitioners, and she possibly could be worked with in certain covens or lodges, I don't know. But when I look up, dark goddesses, demons, or whatever you choose to refer to forces as nowadays, I mostly saw things of Hecate and Lilith. Hecate is heavy on the board. Lilith is as well. But not many mention much about NaaMah or others connected with her. So this video will be about her, not so much her history or her mythology, but more in how she can benefit your life, how a working relationship with her goes. So let's begin. When you think of NaaMah, or when you come across NaaMah, you have to really tap into the fact that she has a very earthly nature, at least in my opinion. By the Qliphoth standards, she is very, 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 if not directly close to what I guess people would say is Malkuth, but that's from the Tree of Life. Some say it's the entrance to hell. Some say you can find her in Gamaliel, but I've noticed that she is between Gamaliel, which would be the dark side of the moon if you want to be simple about it. She really connects between that and Malkuth, in my opinion. Certain sources say she is connected to all earth signs and that her planets are Moon and Venus, Earth being primary, and some say her colors are yellow and black. Some even say that the days to contact her are Tuesday night right before Wednesday, and that she is connected to the Hierophant, the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles. She is connected to the Qlipha, Gamaliel, so if you are curious about what that is, look into the Qliphoth. But we're going to touch base on things you can do to just connect with her. Less bookwork, more action. Whenever I have worked with NaaMah, it's been in a more meditative setting. Meditative, is that even a word? In a setting of meditation, whether it's right before I would fall asleep or if I'm doing deep trance work in the temple. I've noticed that when I call her, she is very easy to connect with, and she is a very kind being. Belief by popular demand, of course. We all have our sides. She does, I do, you do, Hecate, Lilith, everyone. But with a little bit of respect and sincerity and understanding her, I guess you could say, rank or prowess in the universe. When you understand that, you're going to want to do the extra for her. A few things that she can help you with is lust, sexual autonomy, eroticism. She can help with music, belief by popular demand. Many might disagree, but she has given me the deepest inspirations with writing. I consider writing songs to be a part of music. I consider poetry to be a part of music. Heck, even rap is a part of music. It's just one of the many leaves on the tree of musical life. I noticed that when people connect with her, including myself, I just have this urge to give her flowers. Roses, for example. Think of chocolates, think of wine, think of things that are decadent, things that you might give to a woman. For at the end of the day, no matter what form she may be in, she is still a woman. Even though many forces take different, guises, shapes, forms, and sometimes they don't take a shape at all. I've noticed that when she takes a shape, she takes a shape. She is stunningly beautiful. When I mean beautiful, words cannot describe. Some offerings that I think would be good for those that are just starting out with her. Chocolate. Perfumes. But for those that do work with her, I would suggest, if you want it, every time you want to give something to her or, bless her. I don't want to say bless, but, gift her. I would say divine on it first. Go into meditation. Ask what she likes. I find that when I have invoked her in the past, she brings emotions to the forefront. Whatever emotion I am going through at that specific time, she will amplify it. So, if you're having a bad day, I do not suggest invoking her. Mind you, invocation works good, in my opinion, only when you're inviting them to manifest within their more physical appearance. Some would call that evocation, but personally, where I come from, evocation can be a double-edged sword. And I have found that invitation is always the best. She might not arrive right then and there, but she will arrive. If you're sincere and you care about the connection with her, then she will show up. What else can I say about this beautiful force? When it comes to men, she appreciates men that understand the autonomy of a woman. Men that understand that women have been oppressed for many, many years. Not the bells and whistles about who gets more, who gets paid more, who doesn't. Not that. Spiritually, emotionally, physically. Hell, you want to be technical, until not too long ago, women couldn't even practice the craft safely. Many were midwives, many were healers, and those of the past were very ignorant. And instead of using common sense and logic, they wanted to, eradicate what they thought was a problem. She wants you to be in tune with yourself. Now, I'm not so much for the masculine and the feminine. I believe we all have that within us, the ability to think and the ability to feel. We all carry both currents, and when they work together, something amazing can be done. Take creation. Anyone can create. But if you don't have the compassion and the empathy and the understanding of what you're creating, how it will affect things that are around you, then you've just literally destroyed everything to create what you want to create. Think of moving with nature, for example. Think of building a house where it has the ability to be a house, but also has the ability to flourish with nature. For the ladies that work with NaaMah, she wants you to understand your power. She wants you to understand what you're capable of. She wants you to burn this into your soul. She wants you to understand that you are a vibrant, free, powerful force. She wants you to pretty much, in a nutshell, tap into that ancient current within yourself. She's good with things like that. For those that want to work with her, it's quite simple in my opinion. I am all for my elaborate temple setups, don't get me wrong. I am for that. But I have found when you are building a relationship with any force in the universe, whether it is Belial, whether it is Asmodeus, whether it is Lilith, Hecate, Bast, Iwas, whoever it might be, simple can go a long way. So, I would suggest for her, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to reach out and connect with her, you will need something as simple as this. You'll need a table, somewhere to put things on. Any kind of table you can get your hands on, okay? It doesn't have to be dramatic and this and that, or just created out of this specific wood, even though that's good, depending on what you're doing. Keeping it as natural as you can is always good. But just a regular table, you know. The reason I say table and not a floor is because, you might kick something. Get yourself a red candle and a black candle. Side by side, nothing major. Get some incense. Something very inviting, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be a specific incense this go around. Just any incense, but I do suggest a sweet, flowery, seductive incense. Pick some music that is magical, but also very ancient and very, very sensual. Tantric music works great. If you can get some flowers, that's good. Write her a letter. Seriously, write her a letter about why you would like to connect with her. Ask curious questions. Not the type of questions like, can you make me rich? That's just cliche. But questions like, can you teach me your ancient mystic wisdom? Make the letter an invitation for this being to come into your life. And when that's done, be very, very, very perceptive to the signs. Let the candles burn down. And then afterwards, place the letter somewhere safe. And be open. Start connecting with her via prayer. Be open to signs such as bulls, dogs, owls, serpents, lambs, sows, goats, doves, things like that. Things that you can use to connect with her will be fig, vervain, sandalwood, pearl, coral, almond, sapphire, honeysuckle, lemon, lilac, hyacinth, quartz, myrrh, benzoin, carnelian. Now mind you, this is from sources that I've gotten over the internet. I still have my little things that I use, but these are reputable sources, and at the end of the day, look at it like this. These people had a conversation with this individual, this force, this daemon, this goddess, this ancient woman of the wise. She gave this information to people. So if you don't have these things right away, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. It says in one bit of lore that I have that you can connect with her using oak. You can go right outside, get you some oak off an oak tree, bring it in, chop it up, grind it on up, mortal and pestle it, purified, dedicated to her in a ritual, and you got you some incense. You can do the same with thyme. You can take some dried rose petals and grind them up and use that as incense. Now it does say that she rules the clipothic sphere of the black earth, the womb, the gate to the clipoth. If you're curious about that, look into Gamaliel, Clipha, clipoth. it will truly benefit you when trying to go deeper with her. She presides over things such as physical fitness, pleasure, music, the awakening of dark desires, sexuality, beauty, compassion, the subconscious, the material plane. And I like that because she is very close to the material plane. In fact, out of all the forces that I have worked with, she fits the top 10 of how did you do that? How is that possible? That's not possible, but it happens. That sort of thing. She's good with knowledge of self, intelligence and acuity, love and healing, wealth and confidence. Now, when you look at wealth, it's not always a money thing. If you look at many of the practitioners and the authors and so forth and so on, the high priests, high priestesses, owners of ceremonial lodges or old craft covens or even modern craft covens, a lot of them don't have a lot of money, but they're wealthy. They're always taken care of. They're always happy. They're always balanced. But you also always see those altars in the background, right? Discernment. I know that's a gift that every single one of us have the ability to tap into. She is excellent with discernment. Protection. She can grant protection. She can also instill fear. She can help you with nocturnal creatures, strength of will, the alteration of consciousness, and the dead. Rituals, by many people, say that it is done during the full and new moon. But I personally have learned that though the moon phases do work well, I have seen more deities show up in cycles of the moon that they ain't even connected to. If a force is going to show up, they're going to show up. If a force is protective over a certain practitioner, and that practitioner calls for assistance or help on a phase or a day or an hour that force isn't even connected with, and that force cares for that individual, they will come. They will show up. I can speak from experience. So yeah, So keep it simple at first. But also to my gentlemen that might, struggle a bit to connect with the feminine forces of the universe, whether it's the classic goddess Isis, Selene, NaaMah, Agrat, Lilith, to name a few. Look at them as if you're trying to swoon somebody. I'm not going to say romance the goddess or romance the universe, but it does come in handy because you're trying to reach out to a force of power. At the end of the day, though they do look over, a lot of them, they want the followers, not the people to be on hands and knees worshiping. I've never seen that, but those that want the followers to help their message get across, that bless those that help in the long run, they're not going to waste their time on people that really ain't about it. They're going to want to connect with individuals that are really about it. So yeah, hopefully this helps some people in some way, shape, manner, or form. If you like this content, even though it is the first video, please like, share, and subscribe. Help get the word out. I upload videos of tarot to Aquarius Moon Tarot, so go check that out as well. And in the community tab, you'll see a bunch of links for all the other channels. All right, so hopefully this has helped someone. I'm most likely going to do a part 2. I just wanted to get this online and just talk about it for a minute. So a lot of it was spitballing. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of it was off the top of my brain. But I hope it helps somebody. All right, y'all stay fly. I'll talk to you soon. And remember, sincerity and respect goes a long way. Half these forces that people say are bad and negative and baneful are not. If you read the history of what people have done, to women of power, the healers, the mystics, They didn't want y'all to have any balance because they know that the feminine energy is needed as much as the masculine. So hold on to that. All right, y'all go out there, make it happen. I got some more stuff coming soon, and y'all keep it awesome. Peace.